Surah 89, Al-Fajr, by the one who is denoted by the name Allah, who created my being with his names in accord with the meaning of the letter B, the Rahman, the Rahim. I swear by the dawn and by 10 nights, by the even and the odd, and by the night when it passes. Is there not in this a sufficient oath for a man of reason? Did you not see how your Rabb dealt with Ad, the people of Hud, and Iram, the city with lofty pillars, the like of which has never been created in the land? What did your Rabb do to Thamud, the people of Saleh, who carved out the rocks in the valley, and Pharaoh, the owner of the tall stakes, the pyramids and tents and all that? They are those who lived egocentrically in the land and transgressed and increased corruption therein. So your Rabb struck them the whip of suffering. Indeed, your Rabb is in complete observation. But as for man, when his Rabb tries him and is generous to him and bestows his bounties upon him, he says, my Rabb has honored me and preferred me and became spoilt. But when he tries him with an affliction and restricts his provision, he impatiently says, my Rabb has debased and humiliated me. No, no, you do not honor the orphan, and you do not encourage each other to feed the needy, and you consume inheritance, devouring it all at once. And you love wealth, and you collect and hoard. No, do not do this. When the earth is crushed into pieces, and with death, the angels' forces line up in ranks with the command of your Rabb. It is then that hell will be brought to enclose the earth, and man at that time will remember and think, but what benefit to him will the remembrance be when he no longer has a body, brain, with which he can develop his spirit? He will say, I wish I had done beneficial things, raise my consciousness level to observe the names, and nothing can cause him more suffering at that time than the suffering by him, and nothing can bind him like the binding of him. O the peaceful self, nafsa mutma'inna, one who has reached a state of contentment in experiencing the reality, turn to your Rabb, your essence, as the pleased self, nafsa radiyah, and the pleasing self, nafsa mardiyah, as consciousness, experiencing the beauty of observation and providence, and enter among my servants who continue their functions, having annihilated their identities, their assumed selves, to the bliss of non-existence, and enter my paradise. Most people are going to break up the 3 stages of the soul and end in nafsa mutma'inna, but the nafsa radiyah and nafsa mardiyah certainly seems to find support there. But notice that it's not your idea of paradise hereafter, it's God's idea. And we cancel out this gospel of prosperity stuff with the good in the world and the bad situation in the world aren't necessarily reward and punishment. And one's got to believe and do what's right regardless of this situation anyways, right? And the 10 nights, well, the best nights are the best 10 nights of Ramadan, which always include the 21st through the 29th. But some years, the 20th is part of the best 10, and some years there's 30 days. Most years there's 30 days in Ramadan, so the night before the day, you would have the 21st to the 30th. But I wouldn't want to miss any of them. And we're focusing on the even and odd. And we also talked about there's one night in it that's better than 1,000 months. And people refer this also to the meaning of the the best 10 days of the year. where that's totally solid. As soon as you know that it's the 12th month, those are the best 10 days of the year.